Have you ever caught yourself feeling just a little less steady than you used to? Maybe it's that moment of hesitation before standing up, or that slight wobble when turning a corner. For many older men, these aren't just passing moments, they're signs of a deeper issue. Losing your balance isn't always about age. It's about unnoticed changes, daily choices, small habits, or quiet oversights that slowly erode your stability, your confidence, and your independence. If you've ever paused before getting out of a chair or reached instinctively for a countertop, you're not alone. The good news? Balance can be rebuilt, and many of the things that steal it can be reversed. Today, we're going to talk about 5 common but often overlooked mistakes that can throw off your balance over time and what you can start doing today to stay steady, strong, and safe. These aren't scare tactics or medical lectures. They're practical insights rooted in experience and real-life stories. Stick with me until the end, because not only will you learn what to avoid, but you'll walk away with clear, doable steps that can rebuild your balance and bring back your confidence in everyday movement. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Letting your leg's strength slip away. One of the most underestimated changes that creeps in with age is the quiet weakening of your legs. It doesn't happen overnight, but gradually through more time spent sitting and less time using the muscles that hold us up. You might think, I'm just slowing down a bit, or that's just part of aging. But here's the truth. The muscles in your thighs and calves are key players in your ability to stay upright and react to sudden changes in footing. When these muscles weaken, so does your sense of balance. And when your legs aren't working at full strength, the rest of your body has to work overtime to compensate. I think of my friend Walter. He's 75 now. He used to hike every weekend, but after retiring, he slowed down, traded long walks for long afternoons on the couch, and assumed his occasional stumbles were just a part of getting older. But after a minor fall in his garage, he began doing simple strength exercises, chair stands, step-ups, and short walks around the block. Within weeks, his legs felt stronger, and more importantly, his confidence came rushing back. The medical term for age-related muscle loss is sarcopenia, and it starts as early as your 40s. But it doesn't have to control your life. A few targeted movements every day, standing calf raises, wall sits, or even slow stair climbs can rebuild the strength your legs need to carry you forward with confidence. So if you've noticed some weakness or hesitation when moving, don't chalk it up to just getting older. Instead, take it as a call to action. Your legs are your foundation. Build them strong. Mistake number 2. Wearing shoes that work against you. Most people don't give their shoes much thought. If they fit and feel familiar, we tend to stick with them. But here's a truth that many older men overlook. Worn-out, unsupportive shoes can quietly become one of the biggest threats to your stability. Over time, the soles wear down, the grip fades, and the support your feet once had disappears. And suddenly, that favorite old pair of loafers or slippers becomes a silent hazard. Shoes that lack proper support or grip can turn every smooth floor or uneven sidewalk into a danger zone. A good shoe should do 3 things: support your arch, hold your heel firmly in place, and offer traction that reduces slipping. Let me tell you about Leonard, an 82-year-old war veteran who prided himself on making things last. He wore the same pair of indoor moccasins for almost a decade. They were soft, broken in, and sentimental. But after slipping in his kitchen twice, his daughter insisted he try a new pair of non-slip walking shoes. At first, he grumbled. But after a few days, he admitted he hadn't realized how unstable he'd felt until he didn't feel that way anymore. A good pair of shoes doesn't just protect your feet, they protect your future. Whether you're inside or out, make sure your footwear supports the life you want to live. A small investment in new shoes can prevent a big setback. Mistake 3. Putting off vision and hearing checkups. Your eyes and ears aren't just about seeing and hearing, they're part of your body's built-in balance system. When one of those senses starts to fade, even just a little, your brain gets less information about where you are in space, and that can throw off your balance. As vision changes, it becomes harder to judge steps, curbs, or even slight changes in floor texture. And when hearing fades, especially in one ear more than the other, your ability to detect subtle shifts in direction or distance suffers. Take Richard, age 77, who used to enjoy woodworking in his basement. Over time, he began misjudging steps, occasionally bumping into furniture, or feeling unsure when turning corners. After finally getting a checkup, he discovered his vision had declined more than he realized. A new pair of glasses and a quick hearing test made a world of difference. If it's been more than a year since your last eye or hearing exam, schedule one. Not because something's wrong, but because prevention is power. Balance isn't just physical, it's perceptual. When you see and hear clearly, your brain works faster and your body follows more confidently. Mistake 4. Skipping balance and stretching routines. Many older men believe that if they're not lifting weights or doing cardio, they're not really exercising. But as we age, balance and flexibility become just as important, if not more so, than strength or endurance. Everyday movements, turning, reaching, stepping sideways, depend on your ability to stabilize and stretch. But if you're not actively practicing these skills, you lose them. Balance and flexibility exercises don't have to be complicated. In fact, they should feel simple. Think of moves like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, slow side-to-side stepping, or gentle hamstring stretches after a walk. What my neighbor's Harold, 80 years old, used to fear even the smallest rug in his house. After his doctor suggested adding 5 minutes of balance work each morning, Harold committed. He now spends a few minutes each day doing heel-to-toe walks along the hallway. Not only is he more stable, he's proud of it. Stretching keeps your muscles long and responsive. Balance training keeps your mind and body connected. Together, they make you more resilient. You don't have to join a gym. Just add a few mindful movements to your morning or evening routine and protect your future, one small step at a time. Mistake 5. Ignoring the safety of your own home. We often think of home as the safest place to be. But for older adults, most falls don't happen outside, they happen right at home. Not because the house is dangerous, but because we've stopped seeing the hazards. Loose rugs, cluttered walkways, dim lighting, and slippery bathrooms are all common traps. And yet, many men ignore these risks out of habit, pride, or simply not realizing they're there. Frank, 79, is a good example. He had lived in the same house for 45 years and knew it inside and out. But after tripping over an extension cord in his hallway, he admitted he had overlooked the changes in his mobility and surroundings. His son helped him add brighter lighting, install grab bars in the bathroom, and rearrange furniture for clearer paths. The result? Frank moves more freely and hasn't had a stumble since. Doing a simple home safety audit with a friend or a family member can make a big difference. Look at your environment with fresh eyes. Could you remove a tripping hazard? Add a night light? Install a second railing on the stairs? These small changes are more than upgrades. They're acts of self-respect. They say, I plan to be independent and safe for many years to come. As we wrap up, remember this: balance isn't just something you either have or don't. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be improved, rebuilt, and strengthened at any age. If you saw yourself in any of these 5 mistakes, know that change is possible. Whether it's doing a few leg exercises, swapping out those old shoes, or finally scheduling that eye exam, you can start today. These aren't huge leaps. They're small choices. But when added up, they become a path to more freedom, more confidence, and more control over your life. So here's your challenge. Pick just one thing you heard today and take action on it this week. Just one. That small step might be the beginning of something big. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments what change you plan to make, whether for yourself or someone you care about. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future videos. We've got a lot more wisdom to share, and your support helps us keep going. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay strong, stay steady, and keep living.